Excuse me. Hey guys, Prepper Nurse One here. Um, I wanted to talk about. I want to go a little bit more in depth on a video that I obviously did recently about, if you don't have an off-grid place to go, do you want one? Okay. So one of the, and I'm going to tell you what my train of thought is on this whole thing, and this is also kind of like connecting. And I've seen a lot of things. I talk with Joe for St. Bernard Acres, and here's one of the things. Okay, something that he said, and this kind of like drives home my point. Okay, so I'm going to tell you about our conversation, and then I'm going to tell you what my thoughts are. Okay, now I'm at an advantage because I live at my retreat full time. Okay, that is definitely an advantage. A lot of people don't obviously live at the retreat full time, so I am at an advantage in that aspect. So anyway, what he was saying was, he's got a group of people and they're planning on, they have a meetup location where they're going to meet up, and then they're going to move from that point on to St. Bernard Acres. Okay, and he said all these people are planning on bringing stuff to that spot. Now, I see a couple flaws in that. Now, it's a good idea, good plan if you can do it. Okay, what happens if you're only able to get out with a shirt on your back? Let's say, I mean, it's just something that where you just have to get. Okay, you don't have time to take any supplies except maybe grab your bug out bag, and that's it, and you have to go. Okay, now you're not able to take your supplies with you. Okay, so my thought was, okay, so now then they meet up at this location, and now they're planning on going on to, St. Bernard Acres. And so what happens if they get to St. Bernard Acres and some other group is already there? Okay, that's a possibility too. Okay, so I mean, these are things that need to be thought about. Okay, the advantage that I have is that I live here full time. There's somebody always home. Okay, um, so it's not like there's long periods where nobody's here and da 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 da. That's why when I was saying having people have supplies kept here on site, if it was that you could only get out with a coat or shirt on your back or your bug out bag, and you had to say huff it by foot or whatever, you would know that when you got here, your supplies were here in place waiting. Okay, now let's look at it as a win-win situation. Okay, and I'm going to be 100% honest because that's what I do. Now let's say I have 10 people that say, yes, I want to keep supplies at your place. Now, first of all, let me be real clear on something. A lot of people put a lot of concerns. I'm going to screen people just like I would if somebody wanted to live here. Okay, I'm going to make sure they're the right kind of people that I want on my property. So it wouldn't be like I would just take money from anybody to buy supplies and stock up. Okay, it's not what I'm looking for. I'm not looking to get rich. This is not about any kind of scam or get rich quick scheme or anything like that. Let's remember a couple of things. I work for a living. Okay, I live here full time. My property is paid for. I have 2 years to go to finish paying for the building, which is now our house. Okay, I don't have a huge overhead, so I'm not looking to get rich. I do YouTube because I enjoy doing YouTube, and I'm trying to help people and trying to educate people. Okay, and and showing that the average person can do what we're doing. So that being said, let's go back to the topic. Okay, now let's say 10 people decide, yes, I want to be involved with this, and let's say it's two couples of, so it's 5 couples altogether. All right, so they start having supplies. Let's say, I'm going to throw a number out there. Let's say $50 a month. Okay, just throwing a number out there, and I take that $50 a month and I'm buying more supplies for everyone. Okay, in this group of 10 people that are coming. So I keep stocking up on food and da 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 da. And let's say nothing ever happens. Well, then it's basically an insurance policy is what you're doing. But let's say something does happen, and let's say 3 couples make it here, 2 couples never make it here. That's also a possibility. So it's a win-win in the aspect of you get here, all you need to do is get here, and your supplies are here, and you're going to be safe. There's safety in numbers. The people that are going to be here are going to be the ones that are going to help protect you. Safety in numbers, as I've talked about in previous videos. And I'm not worried about the fact that you're going to come here and try and shoot me in the back. I mean, everybody's got all these, thoughts, and I understand where you're coming from. I do. But the thing is, you don't think that I will fully vet anybody before they come here, and I will talk with them and meet them before they even knew what the location was, or before I even took a dollar, okay? So those are things I want you guys to think about, okay? Um, like I said, the advantage that I have is that I live at my retreat full time. So there's somebody who always is here. Now, here's another example. I'm going to give it. I'm going to use Joe again from St. Bernard Acres. So Joe, congratulations, you're in this video big time. Joe's got his place. He said it's about a 5-hour drive from where he lives, and so he gets up there, and thieves got in and stole a bunch of his stuff. Okay, that's going to happen. You don't live there. People know you don't live there. The locals know you don't live there. You know what I mean? And you have stuff there. It's going to be a temptation. But see, again, the advantage that I have is I live here full time. Somebody is always home. So it's not a matter of, oh my God, they're going to be gone for 8 or 10 hours and we can get in there and do what we need to do. No, we're never gone for 8 or 10 hours. It doesn't work like that. I mean, so there's, like I said, there's somebody's always home. Now, the other thing I want you guys to realize too, my kids are trained, okay? I have taught my kids how to defend themselves, how to handle themselves with and without weapons. So they know what they need to do if a situation arose, okay? And here comes my runner. He likes to run up and down the driveway. But so anyway, the thing is, with having a bug out location to go to where you know that all you need to do is get there to be safe in a worst case situation, and the supplies are already in place. Or let's say, okay, here's another scenario, and I've actually talked to somebody who lives in Rochester about this, and we're going to meet yet at this point, and you know who you are, so I'm not even going to mention your name. He already preps. So if he puts stuff on site, he doesn't have to, give me money. He can just put stuff on site, so when stuff happens, all he has to worry about is getting here with his wife and kids, okay? So that's what it's about for me. It's about having the numbers, number one, having things in place, and yeah, will everybody make it? Nope, they sure won't, guaranteed. And here's the other thing, guys, that a lot of people don't understand. Once everybody gets here, is everybody going to make it then? No, they probably won't, okay? Because a lot of people, because they can't handle the change of what they're used to in the comfort levels, a lot of people will give up and die because they can't handle it. They don't want to handle it, okay? You separate the wheat from the shaft, okay? You know what that means? The strong from the weak. The weak will not make it. Strong-willed people will. That's how it is in the animal kingdom. The strong survive and the weak die, okay? We as human beings, we keep everybody alive, okay? Forever. I have a situation at work right now, and I'm not going to obviously give names, but there's a woman who's in her late 80s. Her family can't let go of the fact that she's dying, so they had her taken to the hospital and had a tube feeding put into her. I think that's disgusting. I think it's horrible. The woman has dementia. She has no idea what's going on. She's dying, okay? They won't let her go. And, I mean, to me, that's abuse. That's in my opinion, okay? So like I said, and that's no HIPAA violation there, because I'm not mentioning any names or any more details than that. But, it's just, I find it disgusting that the family members would do that to somebody, because they can't let that person go. And I also find it disgusting that the facility allows that kind of stuff to happen. There's a natural course of stuff that happens in life, and if you've lived that long, and you're going, it's time to go, okay? But nope, not in our society. We're going to keep you alive as long as we possibly can, so you can continue to be a burden on society. Awesome. But anyway, that's just my little vent on that. That was something that has bothered me one of the things the last few days. But anyway, so, it's, people are not, when something really truly goes wrong in this country, which I really truly believe that it will, I mean, it's just, we can't keep going the way we're going. Something's got to give. I mean, I know everybody's all concerned about a lot of different things, but, it's just, it is what it is. But anyway, getting back to my point of, because of the fact that I live at my retreat full time, if I have people in my group that want to keep supplies here on hand, it's a smart thing to do, okay? I was putting it out there for other people because a lot of people had said they don't have any place to go, okay? Now, so I was saying that other preppers like myself and other people that have retreats should look at opening up their doors and talking to people. The thing is getting to know people ahead of time, okay? Um, Making those connections, see if it's going to be a right fit. You know, there's a lot that's going to go into it before I say, yeah, okay, you know what, that works, and you want to send me money and me put, you know, buy supplies. And again, it's a huge trust thing, okay? So, you know, there's a lot that goes into it. It's just not a matter of me saying, yeah, you send me money and you got a place. It's not how it's going to work, okay? So there's going to be a lot more that goes into it. So I just wanted to clear that up. But again, like I said, because we live here full time, it gives us an advantage because somebody's always home. So we're not going to worry about getting robbed or having somebody come in and taking our stuff, okay? And I also have security, like again, which I will not ever get into because, you know, why would I show you guys my security on video so what, you can make plans around it? You know, come on. Anyway, so that's what I wanted to talk about. I just, you know, I wanted to, again, clear the air on a lot of these things because there was a lot of hate-filled stuff with that video that I did, and I was just like, man, really? My intention, I am not looking to get rich off of anybody or try to take advantage of anybody. My whole thing is I want to try to help people, and a lot of people had said they don't have a place to go to. They don't know where they're going to bug out to if they had to bug out. So I don't always think that it's going to be safe to stay in the city. In fact, I truly believe it's probably one of the worst places that you could possibly be if something truly goes on. So anyway, guys, listen, that's it for now. End of rant. I will talk to you guys later. Have a great night, and I will talk to you later. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.